If you would like to see a string player break out in cold sweat, generally a really reliable way to do that is to ask them about how to change bow at the heel. So why is that such a thorny topic for string players? When you see somebody change bow at the heel, what you will have seen just there is an awful lot of movement going on in the hand, in the fingers. However, if you try to recreate each one of these movements that you saw just there, you will be there for a very, very, very long time, and you will find yourself getting very frustrated indeed. Why? Because what you see when I change bow at the heel, I'm going to show you one more time. Everything that goes on really below the elbow is not an active movement, it's a passive movement. And the best analogy I can give you is if you imagine your arm movement, especially the upper arm, as a tide, and you imagine your hands and especially your fingers as a seaweed. Now, the seaweed has no control over its own movement. It's only getting moved by the tide, in, out, in, out. And much in the same way, the fingers get moved as well. That movement that you see here is not controlled by the fingers. That is simply a result of the upper arm changing from in to out. So here is what I want you to practice to once and for all hack your bow changes at the heel. And it's simply a matter of concentrating on the right thing. So the point that I want you to focus on is the very, very top of your right arm, pretty much your deltoid muscle right here, that spot. So the only thing you focus on as the bow is coming in is that muscle. Coming in, change to going back out. And you see, before you know it, the bow change has happened. So only focus on your upper arm, bring it in and out. Forget about your hand, only upper arm, in and out. See, and you don't hear any cracks, any squeaks, nothing. So one more time, upper arm drives in. It's really important that as we're coming in, the movement is not being driven from the hand at all. It's only being driven from the upper arm. In, change to out. And you see down here, everything happens simply by itself. So in short, changing bow at the heel is far, far easier than it's often made out to be. But the crucial difference between getting it right and getting really, really frustrated here is understanding that what's happening here is a passive movement that's entirely controlled by the arm. So what does your hand need to do? The only box that your hand needs to tick is it needs to be really supple. So you can't grip the bow too tightly. You want to make sure that it's in the right condition to be moved. So there is another tip for you. And as always, let me know how you're getting on. And haven't said it for a while, but if you find these videos useful, do smash that like button and hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I look forward to seeing you for more.